Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in this week. It is Thanksgiving. Can you believe that? Wow, it's probably one of my most favorite days of the year. I love to eat food. I love to eat delicious food. And some of the things that you have on Thanksgiving, you don't get the rest of the year. So I'm really looking forward to this. When I was a kid, and we would do extended Thanksgiving dinners with aunts, uncles, grandparents, and things like that. One of the things my grandmother used to ask us to do is go around the table and list one thing that we're thankful for. It's been years since I've done that, and I have some catching up to do. So stick around, and I will let you know what I'm thankful for this year. All right, let's get started with this list of things that I am very thankful for. First up, viewers, you. It's always you. I've said it before, I'll say it 1,000 times more. The past 11 months have kind of shown me that a community exists, that we can enjoy each other's conversation, share information, share suggestions, all in the effort to have an amazing time outside adventuring in the great outdoors. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Next up, how about all those adventures that came before us? I am so thankful for everybody who has cut a path through the woods. They've designed these trails. The people who go on adventures and share those adventures with everyone else, whether it's in the form of novels or online blogs or just a simple post in a Facebook group kind of detailing what their adventure was like. That's very cool information. I love being able to read those adventures and feel like I'm there with those folks. So that is hugely important, and it's one of the reasons I did start this YouTube channel. So thank you very much for that. Something that I don't think gets enough attention, and I'm very grateful for, is DEC, New York State Rangers, and the search and rescue crews that support each other. These folks will often go into the wilderness risking their own safety to help hikers or adventurers make sure that they get home safely. Interesting fact, New York State only has 134 rangers to cover over 18 million acres of forested lands. It seems amazing and a little illogical. Thankfully, there are search and rescue crews that can augment the New York State Rangers force in the event that someone is lost and they do need some help. So I'm so grateful for those groups, because it gives us a little bit of a sense of security that if something were to happen, there are people out there that care enough to come and help. Another group of folks that I have immense gratitude towards are Summit Stewards. It's been 30 years since that program was started, and these folks will volunteer their time to teach folks about the mountains, the alpine vegetation, leave no trace principles, the impact that we all have on our beautiful natural resources. It's incredible that these folks go out there and do this on a regular basis, and it's been going on for 30 years. That's amazing. Interesting fact, this year alone, 2019 alone, there were nearly 40,000 people that the Summit Stewards interacted with. 40,000 people in 1 year. And it's really only the season between May and September, essentially the prime hiking season, Memorial Day to Labor Day. So 40,000 people. Good on you, Summit Stewards. I'm really happy that you exist. Thank you very much. Next up, I am so thankful for lean-to adopters. These folks volunteer their time to clean up, fix, maintain a lean-to and its surrounding area. It's just an unbelievable joy to walk into a lean-to either in the middle of a long hike or at the end of a long hike and just be able to sit in one of these very comfortable shelters, either take your boots off, get a respite from the weather, or have a very fantastic place to sleep for the night. And again, these folks are volunteers. They sign up and decide that they want to help in the best way possible, and so they do. They go out and they clean up the lean-to and make sure that it is a great place to lay your head at the end of your adventure. So that's a very cool thing. And how would we ever get to enjoy those lean-tos if it weren't for the folks who maintain the trails? These volunteer crews often lug tons of equipment, far more than what your average backpacking equipment looks like. They lug this stuff into miles and miles of trails to clear out some blowdown, to make sure that the vegetation isn't encroaching on the trail. They fix the trail by moving massive boulders to the edge of the trails to prevent erosion. These folks are amazing, and this is not just for New York State. This is trail maintainers across the country. Hugely impressive goals, hugely impressive tasks, and what's amazing is once you're interested in giving back to the hiking community, you can volunteer your time to do that. I'll leave some links in the below to some of the volunteer trail maintainer organizations in our area. So if you're interested in giving back, please consider clicking a link and signing up. As silly as it may sound, one of the things I'm thankful for are learning experiences. We all make mistakes, and I'm grateful for what my mistakes have taught me to be a better human being, as well as being more prepared and better equipped for adventures that I go on. And I think that's something that most people can get behind. One of the things I'm most thankful for in my life are my friends, especially the ones who have decided to routinely strap a pack on their back and come out into the middle of nowhere with me for miles and miles on end, regardless of what the map says. There's definitely a special place in my heart for Mark and Daisy, Adam, John, Dan, and countless others who have come out with me. So I'm very grateful for that. And even if my friends don't come on adventures, they're very near and dear to my heart as well. And I think everybody understands or has friends like that. So yeah, my friends are near the top of the list. They're the most amazing people. I think it goes without saying that I am very, very grateful for my family. Chrissy, Gregory, and Kylie have made me the human being that I am today. I am so grateful that they're in my lives, and even more than that, I'm incredibly thankful that they understand that my need for getting out and having some trail therapy, and they're usually okay with it, and they encourage me to do it, even if it does mean I may wake them up when I leave the house at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I love them to death, and they are my most favorite things on this planet, and so I'm super grateful for them. And the last thing on my 2019 list of things to be thankful for is my own health and happiness. The focus this year has been to do something that makes me happy while at the same time increases my healthiness. Thankfully, I've been able to get a lot of time on the trail, countless adventures, so many miles of amazing things. And this has all helped me become a better husband, a better father, a better friend, and a better coworker. I think it's very important for self-care, and I hope that everyone else is able to be thankful for their own health and happiness. And this is one of the reasons why I end every single video the exact same way. I want you to get outside and do something awesome. Happy Thanksgiving.